So that was Alonzo who showed up at Maurice's place of employment, even though there is a restraining order in place that orders Alonzo to stay away from Maurice. Okay. Greetings, Royal Family. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. All right. We're on episode 10 of this season 2 of the Great Value version of Girlfriends. So the episode opens up with Alonzo and Maurice meeting with each other. What did you guys think about that scene? It was too long. So they ended up getting physical, and Maurice got Nuck if you buck, and Maurice won the little altercation, the little fight. That scene was too long. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's shift gears to Danny and Simple Sabrina. The most interesting thing in that particular scene when they were in the restaurant waiting for all the other sisters to show up, particularly Andy, because she's the one that invited the ladies out to share some good news, right? The most interesting part of that particular scene were the drinks. They looked delicious. Shifting gears, Crazy Gary. So Crazy Gary's in his car. He's in stalker mode, and he gets a call from his homeboy, you know, the one who's his frat brother, the one who helped him get bail. So his friend asked him, you know, where he was, and Gary said, I'm somewhere, man. What's up? So his friend knows that he's crazy, right? Gary's friend knows that he goes off the deep end. So his boy basically told him, look, I didn't get you like that rental car for you to be stalking Andy. So he blew up his spot. He said, I didn't get you that rental car to stalk Andy, and the feds could still be watching you. Like, Gary, what are you doing? So he told Gary, look, come over to my place, you know, and, you know, calm down, and let's talk this thing out. So it seems like Hayden and Gary's homeboy are cool because Gary's homeboy told Gary that he heard that Gary popped up on Andy in that parking lot. Remember, Hayden was there. Aiden, whatever the heck his name is, that corny lawyer dude. How did he hear about that? Anyway, shifting gears back to the club, ladies' night, you know, Karen, she shows up, you know, to meet Danny and Sabrina, and they're waiting for Andy to show up to share, like I said, her good news. Karen, she's in good spirits because things are going good with Aaron. And Aaron asked her if she needed any money. So she's telling the girls, you know, he asked me if I needed any money. So she said that put her a smile on her face. Is that the life insurance money from your ex-wife, Aaron? Where you getting this money from? I just can't wait until they reveal what Aaron's whole deal is, because it just seems a lot of these characters are starting to seem shifty, you know? Anyway, so Zach appears on the scene. So he's at Fatima's house with his shirt open, okay? Bored. So he calls her and he lets her know, look, I'm going to go to the house, you know, the little build a house to clean up to see if I can, you know, keep myself busy. So Fatima, she was on her way to the ladies' night outing. So she was talking to him. So Zach is just like, you know, I just wanted to call you to let you know where I was going to be, you know? I wonder who at this point, because I take notes as I'm watching the show, right? Because this show is very predictable. So I said, so who's going to show up at the construction site while Zach is there? Who's going to show up? Aaron, somebody, some new character. So I said at that point, we shall see. So Fatima, she shows up. She meets the other ladies. And Andy still hasn't showed up at this point. So we go back to Gary. You know, he pulls up to his boy's house, who's trying to calm him down. Gary basically wants his Skrilla, okay? He wants his money back from Andy. He is ticked off. He's upset because he found out that Andy is messing with Paris, messing with another guy. She done took his money, and she is living her best life, or so it seems. Now, he almost came to blows with his friend in the car, who seems to be aware of Gary's like crazy side, his temper. So Gary claims that he's going back to his hotel. I'm like, yeah, whatever. His friend is trying to convince him, come on, you know, come inside. You can spend the night. You know, my wife made casserole, whatever the heck he said. Gary's like, nah, man. I'm just going to go back to the hotel and relax. Yeah, right. So back to the ladies' night. So we're jumping through this quick here. We're jumping through this quick. Back to the restaurant for ladies' night. Andy finally shows up and shares the news that she got her job back. She got a raise and a promotion. And in honor of Fatima holding her down, Andy says that she wants to get some champagne to celebrate. Now, Fatima offered to pay for the bottle. And then Andy says, didn't you just need money from Gary to pay your student loans? Ew. Andy. Ew. Fatima reveals that she's not, they start talking. That threw me off. I was just like, ew, this is why I don't like Andy's character. Like, girl, you had to blow up her spot like that in front of everybody. So now you balling now, Andy. Girl, Gary is looking for you and he wants his money. Ugh, that was such a gross. She just, And Fatima's like, you right. Anyway, so the girls are chit-chatting and Fatima reveals that, she's not the commitment kind of girl. They're all talking about relationships. And she says that she dates a few men at a time. Now, this was in response to Simple Sabrina. Anyway, oh God. So across the room, Calvin is in the restaurant with a woman. So, of course, Sabrina's upset and she's mad. And anyway, I recycle storyline. Anyway, back to Zach. So he's at the construction site. And who shows up? Hayden. Hayden brings up Fatima and points out that, hey, I saw those shoes at Fatima's house in the corner. Ooh, he is cornball on aisle 2. Ew. Zach, did y'all catch Zach? He's like, who even talks like that? Then Hayden, the tough lawyer, he starts questioning Zach about Fatima. Like, are you hitting that? He says, are you hitting that? Hayden tells Zach, to back up off Fatima. And he basically lets him know that, he can have him kicked out of the program. Because I think he's aware that Zach might have a record. Like, what a cornball. Ew, Hayden, go away. So back to the restaurant. So Sabrina, she's mad because Calvin is at the restaurant with a woman. Mind you, we don't know who this woman is. She told Calvin she doesn't want a commitment. She doesn't want to commit to him. Calvin was ready to commit, him and his panties. And Sabrina, I'm not ready. So he is out with another woman. We don't know if it's a date, if it's a romantic relationship. It could be a friend. Calvin is very unpredictable, right? So Sabrina gets mad at Danny. She blames this all on Danny. Then the bartender boy and the meth accusations are revealed. It was... All the girls are just shading each other at this point at the table. Fun shade, I guess. Now, I peeped how Fatima and Karen were chummy. Like, oh, girl, who did your hair? I did it myself. Oh, really? Do you mind if you can stop by anytime? I was like, uh-huh. Fatima and Danny, they both come to the realization that they dated Daryl, whoever that is, at the same time. So they're talking and chit-chatting about that. Then Calvin, he walks over to the table. He says hi to the ladies. And Simple Sabrina ignores him like a big old baby. Here we are. I can't. He's just like, all right, well, you ladies have a good night. Sabrina totally snubs him and ignores him. Ugh. Andy is throwing around the fact that, she got money at the table because she balling now, okay? So she making it rain. She popping bottles. Meanwhile, Gary is fuming, and Gary is going to get his money back, okay? So she took care of the tab, basically. Keep spending Gary money, Andy. Keep it up. But then again, maybe not. She got her assets unfrozen, so she may have access to her money. But I don't know. Gary don't know that. But keep spending that man money if she is. Anyway, I was hoping that Karen would find out that Fatima and Zach are dating. That's really what I was hoping for. But apparently that didn't happen. Maybe that'll happen later on down the line. Andy, she enters her apartment. So the ladies disperse. They're all going home. Andy, she enters her apartment. She's calling Paris and leaving him a come on over baby voicemail. And as Andy turns around in her nice dress with the slut straps, Gary is sitting on the couch in her apartment. And he tells her, you need to sit down. We need to talk. And that's where the episode ends. This show is getting funnier and funnier. I'm telling you, it's just getting funnier and funnier. And I'm enjoying myself. Whether this show is good or not, That's debatable. But it is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. So what does Crazy Gary want to talk about now? Why does Gary always have access to Andy's apartment? Andy, change them locks. Your dress was cute though, but those straps were slut straps. I know slut straps when I see them. I'll be going in on Andy. But drop down in the comments and let me know what you think, Royal Family. That's all I got. These videos are getting shorter and shorter by the week. So like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Click the notification bell. Select all so you don't miss any of my uploads. And please drop down in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think about that opening scene between Alonso and Maurice. What do you think about Sabrina pouting and being upset because Calvin was in the restaurant with another woman? Doesn't mean that it was a date or he's pursuing her romantically. This is the recycled storylines. Let me know what you think about Corny Hayden, the lawyer. Are you hitting that? And what do you think about Fatima? I think Fatima got something up her sleeve, and I can't wait to see it. So I'm signing off. Thanks for listening. And as always, until next time, folks, peace out.